Basketball is back once again. B.LEAGUE action coming your way as Osaka EVESSA hosts the Sendai 89ers. Sendai on a 4-game winning streak. It's going to be a tough game here for the home squad Osaka. Welcome to Okini Arena, Maishima, our venue here this Sunday. And the fans are here in droves because the Sendai 89ers are in town. A team that's on a streak, a team that's 13-11, and a team that Osaka looking to take down here this afternoon. Right now, let's take a look at the team standings. Osaka at 10-14. Just 4 games below 500. As you can see there on the right side, they're in the Western Conference. In 6th spot are the 89ers at 13-11. They have a winning record, but they're 7 behind the Chiba Jets. Behind by just 1 game are the Brex and Levanga Hokkaido. So a lot of catching up here for the 89ers, but the good news is still a lot of games to be played. Each team plays 60 games in the regular season. Here's the lineup of Coach Hiroki Fujita. Ray Parks is back after being minted with a gold medal in the Southeast Asian Games. Played for his godfather, Norman Black, for Gilas Pilipinas. There's Matt Bonds on your screen. And he's out for the time being. Coming in on a short contract is number 34, the big, burly import, Josh Smith. Smith, a long-time import here in the B-League, also played in the PBA. That's him. He's a huge individual. Once he gets that ball inside the paint, count it. On the other hand, our first coverage here for Sendai. And the lineup of Coach Dan Takeni. His 4 imports. You got Jarrett Culver from the United States. Number 9, Sergio El Darwich from Lebanon, the Asia Kota import. From Senegal, number 21, Boubacar Toure. And from the United States, number 45, Nathan Booth. As we have our key player matchup, it's going to be Smith up against El Darwich. You can see just 9 minutes here for Josh Smith. Slowly easing his way here, but on the other hand, a little over 24 minutes of action is Sergio. Pretty good numbers for Sergio. 12, 6, and 8. And Sergio actually will be in the All-Star game. Look at some numbers. Osaka's offense is at 81.5 per game. Defense, 84.2. And that's why they're struggling. There's Coach Dan. Sendai offense, on the other hand, scores 79.1 points per game. Their defense, 78.3. These are some comparative stats. Osaka is 4th in terms of offensive rebounding. And Sendai, both in steals and in blocks, are 4th in the league. That's a very good stat to have. All-star players, Joji Takeuchi. And we talked about Sergio being there together with Ray Parks Jr. There is Coach Hiroki Fujita. And we're just about set. As you look at the comparative numbers, Sendai shooting 63% from the field. This was in yesterday's affair. Sendai winning that one, 86-68. So it wasn't close. Not a good shot there from the mascot. Trying to give the young fans something to cheer for, something to cheer about. Still well short. So the fun and games are over. Now it's time to play real basketball. As we're gonna have the squad of Sendai. As always, the visitors introduced first. And here's their starting five.
B.LEAGUE 2025-26シーズン日本生命プレゼンツ大阪ベッサバー仙台エビナイン両チームのスターティングプレイヤーとなりレッドコーチをご紹介します。まずは仙台エビナインスターティングファイター7番フリューセイ8番ジャニット・ハジ9番セルジオ・エル・ダービーチ15番渡辺翔45番エリザ・ブースそしてチームのゲームはヘッドコーチダンス・サシティ。
There you have it, number 7, Seiya Funyu. He's a veteran. Tall point guard at 6'3". You also have Culver, who we talked about, El Darwich, who we talked about, Nathan Booth, and also number 15, that's Shota Watanabe. Here once again, some of the highlights from yesterday. Nice big slam there by Sergio. And he can light it up from deep as well. What a steal here. And an easy layup coming from Seiga Sakamoto. But just too many easy shots. There's another slam from Culver. Actually, it was quick work really done. Josh Smith barreling his way inside. Still, it was a 22-point victory here for the visitors. That kept the crowd of Osaka real quiet in yesterday's affair. They want to be able to make some noise here and as much noise as possible up until the fourth quarter as we have the lineup here for Osaka EVESSA. Let's go to the starters of the home squad. Starting out with number 4, Yasunori Aoki. Number 4, Ryan Luther. Number 20, that's Ray Goda. Number 52, Volodymyr Herun, their man in the middle. And number 88, Hayato Maki. Usually, he'll have Ray Parks in that starting lineup. Not here today. Coming off that stint with Gilas Pilipinas in Bangkok, where they won the gold, so just trying to make sure that they manage his minutes after his travel all the way from Thailand. Tale of two coaches, both needing a victory here. Sendai, as we said, on a 4-game win streak, trying to make it 5. Osaka EVESSA, 4 games below 500. They need to be able to get to 500 first before they can have any dreams of making it to the top 3 in their division, in their conference. And here we go. Jump ball to start things off this Saturday afternoon. Actually, this Sunday afternoon. Saturday afternoon, there's a game still between these two squads, and Sendai won that one, 86-68. Volodymyr Herun taps it, but it goes to an opponent. 89ers with first possession here. A little bit of a nudge. They let it go. Long three, not gonna drop there. Ooh, getting away for the easy layup there was Ray Goda. Good start here. Getting a stop are the hosts. That was clearly a shove. Referees allowing these players to play. Trying to get inside. Nice handoff, Funyu. Not wanting to challenge. Shot clock though is down to 4. Puts up a high one. Goda picks it up. And they try to run. Jared Culver not being as aggressive as he normally could be in the beginning of this match. Foul will be called. That will be the first on Watanabe. Shota Watanabe, the 32-year-old. You'd like to be able to put some pressure on Goda, but not that much pressure. He's not really a threat that far out. Just a slick portion there under the basket of Sendai. Halting the action just a little bit here. Pass goes to Herun. Herun, that's pretty good footwork. Very close to a travel. Shot clock's down to 3. Here comes Luther inside. Yes! That's a strong layup. It's 4-0. Ray Goda is going to pick up a foul there. From deep, nothing yet. They go inside once again. Luther with his push shot. Oh, that was halfway down. Coughed out. Still 4-0. Getting all the way to the cup. Booth from the outside, yes. Nathan Booth is a big man, 6'9", but again, one of those modern bigs that can hit from the outside. They put it down. Volodymyr almost lost it. Finds an open man. 3, yes! Hayato Maki. You can't leave him open. 6'2", 28-year-old. He's a dead shot from there. A bit of a discussion there. It leads back to 4. Surveying the perimeter. Sergio will step back, put up a 3. That was a good line. Just a little bit too strong. And a push once again. Luther will be fouled by Sergio. You like what Ryan's trying to do. Put some pressure now here on the import coming from Lebanon. Sergio killed them yesterday. That's one way to get him out of the game, or at least get him out of the rhythm. Aoki waiting for the play to develop, gets into the paint. Finds Luther. Luther once again flips it up and through. It's now a 6-point advantage. 4 points in the contest here for Ryan Luther. Sergio looking for space. It looks like he dribbled that off his foot. That's why Ray Goda is in there for defense. One of the tougher defenders that you're going to find here in the league. He moves his feet a lot, gets in front of his man, and there you see it, forcing that turnover. 3 minutes gone in the opening quarter. Hayato Maki launches another three and drains it. This is the start that they were looking for. Osaka now up 12-3. That forces the hand of Coach Dan to call this timeout. Sergio trying to bring it down, maybe try to get some rhythm here. They need to get him involved. They need to get their imports involved. Culver inside, comes up short. Try to save it. Booth was there as well, looking for the offensive rebound, but we're going the other way. Osaka getting the stops that they need, at least early on here. Can they keep it going? Home fans are hoping. They want to be able to cheer for something here right before Christmas. Oh, an offensive foul is going to be called on Volodymyr. That negates the three-point shot. Aoki saying, wow, that should have been a 12-point lead. Volodymyr doesn't agree. Watch it here. Oh, he might have a point if you look at it there, but nonetheless, the call has been made. Seiga Sakamoto is in now. The 26-year-old, one of the fixtures here in local basketball. He can do everything on both ends of the floor. Here's Culver. Nice sidestepping move, but he gets denied. Last minute, Ryan Luther comes in with a block. Aki once again setting that pick. Takeuchi's in for the first time. There's Joji. And that's why he's still in the All-Star game. At the age of 40, he can still definitely play. Nice roll there. And it's 14-13. Actually 14-3. 11-point advantage. Deep shot. Wow, that was nothing but the bottom of the net there from Culver, showing us his range. 14-6. Luther once again being very active. They try to attack, forces it up, and that'll drop. Looks at the referee saying it was a little bit of a nudge, but nonetheless he's got 6 points. Brings the lead back up to 10. Inside, Culver straight to the cup. Watch it once again. He says 2 can play at that game. Foul will be called on Ryan. His first. Here comes Parks. Wondering where he put his gold medal. He's definitely on a high. That's number 75. Soichiro Inoue comes in with the boys in yellow. Talking to Takeuchi, he says, I got a few more years still to play. And sure looks like it. He's kept himself in very good shape. People forget he's 6'9". And with all that experience, that could really help him in all these games moving forward. The speedster, Tatsuya Suzuki's in. Floater a little bit too strong that time. One of the few misses from the boys in black inside the shaded area. Nice find at the wing. Yes! That was well set up there by Sergio. Watanabe cuts that lead down to 5. 2 big threes. Gotten the visitors right back in this one. Boy, kissing that off the glass. Parks. As we said, coming off that gold medal, his confidence at an all-time high. Might not be the freshest of players though. Coming off a 2-week grind in Thailand. Looked good there. Face guarding Takeuchi. He knew that he got pushed just too far deep under the basket. Had no other option but to foul. Clearly held on. Watanabe actually just reached 1,000 points here in the B.LEAGUE. Congratulations. The penalty now, Osaka. Sergio inside. Floater. Nobody's going to out-rebound Josh Smith. Now he's going to lumber forward. Smith is also a very good passer. They're looking for Parks. They like that mismatch. They send it back out. Suzuki. Back to Parks. Parks all day to shoot. Just a little bit off. Takeuchi with defensive rebound. That's going to be the 3rd team foul on Sendai. That's going to be the 2nd here on Sergio. Parks would definitely want to have that one back. That's not a good foul by Sergio. You got out-rebounded. Just go back and play D. Watanabe hits the bench as well, together with Sergio. .312 still to be played. Let's take a look at Josh Smith here and see what he'd like to be able to do offensively for his squad. Okajima in for the first time, together with Araya. Coach Dan making sure his players are as fresh as possible. Takeuchi up high. Sticking a little bit too close there was Inoue. That's a poor foul. That foul will put them in the penalty as well. That's going to slow down the pace of this first period. I don't know who he's talking to. Had to be himself. Fouling Takeuchi that far out. He wasn't even attacking. They try to go to Josh Smith. Can't get it there. Turnover from Parks. Culver was thinking about it. Will hang on to it and lose it. In for the first time is Boubacar Touré from Senegal. Turnover here. Still an 8-point advantage enjoyed by Osaka with quarter number 1. No pressure being put there on the ball handler, Sakamoto. Ooh, Parks got hit. And he looks really hurt. Let's see what transpired in the replay.
ただいまのファウルについてグレードを確認いたします。少々お待ちください。
Park still holding on. Looks like his forehead. They're going to review this one quickly. Well, it's a solid pick there by Inoue. Inoue is a big boy. Parks is strong, but Inoue is a wall. That should be just a regular foul. Unless they're going to say there was too much contact above the shoulders. But Parks is still a little shaken up here. Jesse's good. Referees say, well, let's take a look at the action first and see if everything is up to our standard. Here's the call. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul in Inoue. He's going to have to sit down. Obviously, Coach Dan doesn't agree. That'll be foul number 2 as well. 2 free throws are going to be given here. Parks will take a seat. They're going to bring in a good free throw shooter, that's for sure. Parks looks still a bit shaken up. Coming in his place is Yasunori Aoki. Important free throws. He'll make the first. I'll try to get that lead back up to 10. It'll drop. You can see the pressure there on Aoki as he checked in for Parks. A shot there at Luther, who's on the bench. Ryan with a very good start, already with 6 points here for his squad. Quickly, they get it inside. Smith, little bump. Not able to get that to go. It's 5 and 4 the other way. This is where they can take advantage. Open 3. Short. Nice tap. They'll reset their offense. Lead at 10. What a layup there. Everybody forgot about the ball handler. Araya went all the way and got probably his easiest 2 points in his entire B.LEAGUE career. 21-13. Suzuki left open, usually deadly from medium range. Looks like the foul is going to be on Josh Smith. That was clear. Warding off. And Ture will head to the line. Looks like Josh Smith will head to the bench. He's still trying to get his sea legs, as they say. We're going to bring in Volodymyr. Ture makes the first. Another one coming up for Bubaka. Parks quickly going to be sent back in. He looks okay. He can come in at the next dead ball situation, and here it is. That's smart play coming from Coach Hiroki Fujita. There's Matt Bonds. Unfortunately, during our last coverage, you saw he got injured. He'll be out for a few weeks. Suzuki gets away. A little hesitation there. Worked. Lead is back to 8. Under 2 minutes to be played in our first 10 minutes of action. We try to go inside. Pass goes awry. That's a well-run fast break, and Joji Takeuchi, the big man, running there with the guards, filling in the lane and coming up with a strong layup. 10-point lead once again. Wow. Jarrett Culver. A while ago showed us his range from NBA 3. Now, in the usual B-League distance. That's his second three. That's a great pass. That was pinpoint. Finds Luther there in stride. Watch this. Perfect. Nothing Ture could do. And Araya also tried to sneak in a foul. It'll be given to Bubakar. That's where Suzuki shines in the half-court set. He can break down his man and set up teammates. If not, he'll finish. Ooh, Volodymyr with an air ball. One of the few air balls we've seen here in the B-League. Makes good in the second. 26-18. Now chance of defense. The point, Kazuma Okajima, the 22-year-old. I'm not surprised. Culver launched. That was a heat check. Smart play there by Sega. Waits for Suzuki. I'll set it up once again. Parks. Almost lost it. Eventually does. How about threading the needle? Smart play. 4-2 the other way. Parks for three. A little bit too strong. Takeuchi battling for it. Choji has given them excellent minutes here. 2 free throws coming up for the veteran big man. Just stays with it. And again, using a smart play, which is not bringing it down. He brought it straight back up. Okajima with his first personal foul. 5.6 remaining here. Time still for one attempt on the other end. That's why they're bringing Booth. Taking it from deep. But first 2 free throws for Joji. Two of the most popular players in Japan because of their long service to the national squad. The Takeuchi twins. Makes the first. Second coming up to make this a 10-point lead. They take Joji out and they put in a guard. That's good coaching. We want to get the ball out of Culver's hands. Ooh, more than enough time. Almost got a layup there. You thought that he was going to come up with a heave from half court. First 10 minutes done here at the Yokine Arena Maishima. And it's Osaka up by 10.
指導は完璧でした。それでは最後の挑戦者、小田切伊吹君、何か言いたいことあるか。決めてあげようかって、決めてあげてください。どうぞ。皆さん、このキッズにお願いします。以上、こちらのことでラッキーセント選手でした。
Welcome to the second quarter here at the Okini Arena Maishima. Jared Culver is actually the top scoring player in the B-League, 24.6 per game. He's a 3-level scorer. Aoki will come up short here. Chance of defense as the home squad has a 10-point lead entering the second quarter. Booth will put up a 3. Yes! Booth is 2 out of 2 from long distance. But you know Sendai is going to make a run. They're that potent a squad. Volodymyr. Little show. Nice kiss off the glass. That was smooth from the 31-year-old. Volodymyr listed at 6'10". Looks more like a 7-footer because of those long arms. He's got a 7-foot wingspan. Seiyafunyu back. Had to stop the action first of that incursion. Coming here from Kazuma. Say it's a violation. Another turnover here. And look for Volodymyr. He got hacked. That was clear. Ture is going to pick up foul number 2 though. Boubacar Ture is 6'11". So listed to be much taller than Volodymyr, but it looks like they're just about the same height. Good. Had the first 2 points of this game, and at the same time, now just opting to concentrate on his defense. That's going to be an offensive foul. I don't know why Luther had to really push. That's a silly foul. Watch this. Referee had to make that call. That's going to be foul number 2. Coach Hiroki says, shake it off, shake it off. There's nothing you can do. Sergio always likes to create. Goes to the wing, open 3, yes! Nice setup there for Seiyafunyu. He's capable. And quickly, that lead cut down to 6. And here comes a timeout from Coach Fujita.
ありがとうございました。第2クォーター再開となります。
Osaka needing to score here. They're down. They haven't been down here in this ball game, but again, despite the fact that what I was gonna say is they're up by 6, they got blown out yesterday, 86-68. So they know that this Sendai team is not one to take lightly. Lead back up to 8. Booth will bring it closer. Nice setup there. Ture with a slam. You've got to react to Nathan Booth coming inside. That's what's set up. Easy to. Nice bounce pass. Up and under move is not going to work though. Foul from Aoki. Seiya Funyu talking to one of the fans saying, "Did you see how much he shoved me? Watch the shove. He got shoved and he got shoved again." The first push was from Volodymyr. Seiya Funyu did his job. What's important is you get your team possessions. And look inside, Booth taps it back out. Sergio will look to create. Release pass. A lot of time still on the shot clock. No need to panic. Booth spins a little bit too strong. Offensive rebound by Seiya. Sergio all day to shoot. Comes up just short. Not able to save it. They'll push. Kinoshita in the ball game for the first time for Coach Hiroki. Georgie back in harness as well. They need his leadership. Luther from deep. Not gonna get the roll. Nice rebound by Sergio. He'll push once again. Goes inside. Smart foul. Ayatomaki says, let's set things up. He was caught too deep inside the paint. No way you're gonna be able to stop Torre. Now comes Mr. Energy, Seiga Sakamoto. Ooh! Thought he was able to sneak in a 2. He can't believe he missed. The defense just stopped following him. Blew the layup though. Lead of Osaka still at 6. (32-26) is our tally here. Kinoshita. Now to Luther inside. They're gonna say it's an offensive foul. Being too physical, they say, was Georgie. Let's see. Oh, that's right. He had his arm around the defender inside that paint. Trying to draw the foul. He got caught. Booth. Nice bounce pass. Strong finish there by Sergio. Boy, this kid can really play. Luther puts up a 3. Yes. More breathing space now for his squad. Now at 7. Booth with a jumper. Sweet. Booth is starting to heat up. Now has a total of 8 points. He's also helped out rebounding wise with an assist to boot. Nice screen. Kinoshita launches. Yes! That is going to bring us to our official timeout. Kinoshita and company keeping this rally of Sendai at bay. You can see the numbers so far. And Osaka shooting so much better from 2-point distance. 60% as compared to 36%. That has been the real key so far. Big boy Josh Smith back in, together with Ray Parks. 2-man substitution for Osaka. Will give them a different look. A bigger man inside and another sniper from the outside. Booth quickly tries to look inside. Darwich is going to lose it. Now Darwich probably forgot that Josh Smith takes up so much space inside. No way you can get around him. Seiga Sakamoto goes to Luther. Ryan will lose it. Can't get it to Parks. Sergio with a strong finish again. In the open court. There's just no way you can stop him. Sergio now with 4 points. He does. Talk about 6 quiet assists. Sakamoto will flip it up. Well, he knew Josh Smith was there. He was hoping Josh could get it. Inside, Culver, a little bit too strong. Nice tap by Sergio. He'll get it back. Josh Smith, boy, he can move his feet for somebody that wide. Smith is listed at 6'9". He's got that deceptive speed. .329 to be played. Here in the second, Suzuki in. That's going to give the home squad a lot of speed. Foul's going to be called on Smith. He just ran over his defender. That's not smart. I think Eldar, which is going to think about setting a pick next time against Josh Smith. Initially it looked like Smith was going to be taken out, but they're going to keep him in there. As Sergio will head to the line for 2 shots. Coach Fujita consulting there with his staff to find out, do we keep him in a little bit more? Do we bring in Volodymyr? Volodymyr has actually been doing quite well. That will be the second personal foul on Josh Smith. Coach Dan looking a little bit unperturbed, despite the fact that his team has been trailing this entire game. Well, they know that they've got an entire second half still to be played. They have not played the way they did yesterday, that's for certain, when Sendai won 86-68. Luther. Josh Smith gets knocked down. That's not easy to do. Let's see what transpired, if we can see it. Well, Parks is going to get fouled there by Seiya. First personal foul, second team foul only for Sendai. Parks with a fall away. That's his pet move. No way you can stop that. Parks now with 5 points. Sergio again able to break down the defense, but good recovery here by Luther and company. Culver, forced shot. Still almost made it. Booth, offensive rebound. 3 will come up short. Again there's Sergio. Just too many offensive rebounds given up here by Osaka. So far they haven't really paid the price. They're still up by 6. Luther grabs that one. People pass inside. Volodymyr sets that pick. Not really wanting to force the issue. That might be 3. Or will they say that Parks stepped on the line as he came forward? Watch it. Stepped on the line. 2 free throws coming up here for Ray Parks. Osaka in the penalty early, with still about 4 minutes remaining. Just 3 team fouls for Sendai as Parks makes the first. Parks couldn't say no to his godfather, Norman Black, when he was asked to play for the national squad in the SEA Games. Got permission from Osaka EVESSA. Filipino fans thank Osaka management for granting him permission to be off for 2 weeks. Sergio will lose it. Volodymyr recovers. Under 2 minutes to be played, Suzuki. Suzuki still gets it to Takeuchi. Lost the handle a little bit with Suzuki. That could have been an easy layup for Joji. A lot of contact, and they say no foul called. Big collision there together with Ture. Look at Takeuchi coming up really high. Extra pass. Up and under move. Takeuchi with a block. Sergio for 3. Yes. That turned out well. They were looking for an easy 2. Settles for the big 3. (42-37) entering the final minute of the first half. Coach Fujita wanting his team to score here, needing to have as much distance as he can have. They try to go inside. Josh Smith just couldn't collect that one. Suzuki calling out the play, goes inside. Takeuchi will be fouled. First time we've seen Sugiura in the ball game. Yusei Sugiura, 6'5" phenom, already 30 years old. He was 25 when we first started covering him, and you have to like his game. Plays both ends, plays really tough D. Can hit the outside shot as well. Jostling inside. Free throws coming up here. That's a poor foul from Araya. Clearly holding on to Parks. Parks with 2 free throws coming up. Looking at the line. Ray Parks Jr. He's been on the floor for 8.5 minutes. He's got 7 points. Ray got the back in. That's tough defense. Not to mention the fact that Seiga Sakamoto is also in there. That's going to put so much pressure on the offense here of the visitors. Parks makes the first. That's going to be a 2-for-1 here, because Osaka's going to get the ball back. Looking for a strong finish to this half. How can you stop him from getting to the cup? He just glides with the greatest of ease. Now with 10 points. Sega and company will go for the final shot here. Luther from deep. Rims out. Strong rebound there from Ture. And that will end 2 quarters of play here at the Okini Arena Maishima. And at the halftime break, it's a 5-point lead enjoyed by Osaka, 44-39.
さあこちらコメントをご紹介しましょう。大阪エベッサチアダンススクールビッツです。本日は総勢130名のビッツと BT が今日限りのクリスマスコラボステージを披露いたします。私たちのパフォーマンスで会場の皆さんへ笑顔と元気のクリスマスプレゼントを届けられるように、大阪エベッサの勝利を願って皆さん最後まで一緒に盛り上がっていきましょう。それではいきましょう。3、2、1、GO! BTM Beats! ビッツ BT の皆さんありがとうございました。そしてキッズデイということで、さあ今から BT の皆さんが観戦しているお子様にレゴセットを渡していきます。
さあそのうち4つにレゴランドディスカバリーセンター大阪の入場チケットが入っているということです。さあそれでは皆さん BT の皆さんよろしくお願いします。さあ皆さんぜひぜひアピール、ただ実績でお願いしますね。さあもう BT の皆さん配り終えたみたいですかね。はい、BT の皆さんありがとうございました。さあそして本日はレゴブロックを使った特別ワークショップもあって、ぜひそちらの方にも行ってみてください。さあそして続いてさあ日本生命プレゼンツハーフタイムショーを行っていきたいと思います。さあ大阪エベッサと日本生命はもっとバスケの魅力を広めるため、またスポーツを通じた地域活性のため連携してバスケットボール体験会などを実施しております。さあこのお時間では本日のゲスト、車椅子バスケットボール日本代表香西宏明選手に車椅子バスケットボールの魅力をデモンストレーションを交えてご紹介していただきます。
はい、さあそれではここで改めて香西選手について簡単にご紹介をさせていただきます。北京、ロンドン、リオデジャネイロ、東京と4回のパラリンピックに出場し、東京パラリンピックではスリーポイント成功率、成功数ともに世界トップで日本チームの銀メダル獲得に大きく貢献をされました。香西選手、よろしくお願いいたします。
よろしくお願いします。さあ実際この後実際にデモンストレーションをやっていただくんですけど、はい、まずバスケットボールと車椅子バスケットボールのルールの違い、はい、これどのようなところに違いがあるでしょうか。こちら
大きく分けて、
はい、
2つ、基本的にそのコートの大きさだったりとかゴールの高さ、はい、ボールの大きさは一緒なんですけど、1つが、ダブルドリブルがないところです、なので1回ついて僕たち、いわゆるその2本っていうのはプッシュになるんですけど、はい、車椅子を漕ぐ、というのがあるんですけど、ドリブルして2回漕いでまたドリブルをつけるというところが1個違うところです。はいはい、でもう一つが、持ち点制度っていうのがあってですね、いろんな障害のある選手が車椅子バスケットボールをやるんですけれども、各選手に持ち点というのが与えられてですね、はい、5人の合計が14点以内っていう、ちょっと複雑なルールではあるんですけれども、その障害の軽い人たちだけでやるわけではなくて、平等に重い人も軽い人も一緒にやろうという、ルールが元になった、仕組みですね。はい、この2つが大きく分けて、違うところです。
今後見るにあたってはそのあたりもぜひ注目して見ていただければと思います。はい、さあそしてこの車椅子なんですけども、普通の車椅子とこの競技用車椅子で違いがあるということなんですが、それはどのあたりに特徴なども含めてお願いしてもよろしいでしょうか。はい、
まず車椅子バスケットボール結構接触があるので、はい、車椅子自体が折れてしまうことがあります。金属なので、はい、なので、でも折れちゃったら困るので、強さと軽さっていうのが、兼ね備わっているというか、いうものが、基本的に作られています。で、普段の車椅子と違うのは、まず皆さん見て分かると思うんですけど、タイヤがハの字に入っている、はいはい、このことによって、くるくる回っても安定しているという、ちょっと大股で立つみたいな感じなのと多分似ていると思います。でもう一個は、後ろにも小さなタイヤが赤くてちょっと見づらいかもしれないんですけど、ついていて後ろにもあんまりこけないようになったりしています。はい、
で今壊れちゃうっておっしゃってたじゃないですか。はい、これかなり激しいシーンがよく試合でも見られるんですけども、はい、なんかこの車椅子バスケットボールのここは見てほしい、そんなポイントがあれば教えていただけませんか。
ここからちょっと1時間ぐらいかかっちゃうんですけど大丈夫ですか。
いや
本当はその持ち点制度、クラス分けの制度っていうところが一番面白いところではあるんですけど、まずは車椅子とボールを共に扱うところであったりとか、思ったより速いみたいなところをちょっとまずは感じていただけたらなというふうに思っています。
はい、
わかりました。ということでこの後実際にデモンストレーションプレイしていただきますのでよろしくお願いいたします。
はい、お願いします。
ぜひそのあたりも注目してもらって見ていただければと思います。
はい。
そしてね、こちらでは大阪エベッサのバスケットボール
あっちですよね。
スクール
スクールのねコーチにもご協力いただきます。よろしくお願いいたします。
お願いします。さあ、それではですね、香西選手にはここからスタートをしていただき、まずはあちらの対面のゴールに向かってドリブルをしてレイアップシュートを打っていただきます。でそのままスラロームドリブルをしながら戻ってきていただいて、最後にフリースローシュートを打っていただきます。
香西選手、準備はよろしいでしょうか。はい、それでは行きましょう。スタート。うわ、
めちゃくちゃ速いですよ。
めっちゃ速いですね。
はい。さあ、まずはドリブルでレイアップシュート。
おお、
さすがですね。素晴らしいです。さあ、そしてスラロームドリブルです。ドリブルをしながらいや、めちゃくちゃ動きがスムーズ。さあ、そして最後はフリースローを打っていただきます。
ここは一発で決めるか。
どうだ。あっという間でしたね。
圧巻でしたね、本当ね。
本当に本当に。
いや、
すごかったです。
ほっとしました。
今ほっとしました。
はい。
決まらなかったら決まるまでやっていただこうと思ってました。よかったです。一発で決まっていただきました。さあ、それでは最後に香西選手から大阪エベッサの選手の皆さんへメッセージをお願いしてもよろしいでしょうか。
はい、ディフェンスをまず頑張って、そこからリバウンド取っていいトランジションに向かって頑張っていきましょう。
ありがとうございました。香西宏明選手でした。皆さん大きな拍手をお送りください。
はい、ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。以上、日本生命プレゼンツハーフタイムショーでした。ありがとうございました。
それではここでクラブエベッサ会員に抽選で当たるホテル清流スイートルーム賞の発表です。オフィシャルスポンサーの東大阪石切温泉ホテル清流様よりスイートルームペア宿泊券をプレゼントいただいております。さあ、本日ご来場のクラブエベッサ会員に当選者がいます。本日の当選者は会員番号 OE0025 30069 7番の三久久勝さんです。ご当選おめでとうございます。当選された方は場外2階のファンクラブブースまでお越しください。
誰もが希望を持って踏み出せる、そんな明日を叶えるリソナグループ。心たぎる瞬間とともに夢やエナジーを生み出す B.LEAGUE。 2つの思いが共鳴し、あらゆる人の未来にかつてない熱狂をプラスする。ジョイン・ザ・ホープ。リソナグループは B.LEAGUE のタイトルパートナーです。求められるインフラは時代で変わる。求められるインフラは地域で変わる。本当に必要なインフラを提供し続けたい。その道のりは険しく果てしない。それでも私たちは地域の未来へパスをつなぎたい。
それではここで B リーグのパートナー各社をご紹介いたします。 B リーグトップパートナーソフトバンク、 B リーグタイトルパートナーリソナグループ、 B リーグイノベーションパートナーインフロニアホールディングス、 B リーグパートナーズ日本生命、 PIS、 リライブ、 B リーグサポーティングカンパニーズ、モルク、朝日新聞、日本経済新聞社、大塚製薬、野村工芸社、EY
B リーグスポーツ振興&レフェリーサポーティングパートナースポーツくじウィナー B リーグ
Great highlights from both these squads. They're playing their hearts out once again, as always. Nice block there, coming from Joji Takeuchi. A lot of great plays on both ends. As you take a look at the numbers here, still shooting 62% from the field, Osaka. That's really led to this big lead. They're also shooting much better from 3 at 55% as compared to just 41% for the 89ers. Free throw numbers, just about even, both shooting very well from the 15-foot line. In terms of turnovers, 2 more for Osaka EVESSA, 9 as compared to 7. And the numbers, just about even really, for both these squads. Biggest discrepancy there was the 20 and 9. 20 and 12 rather. That was the points in the paint. Scoring leader, Sparks with 9, Luther with 9, Takeuchi also with 6. Hayatomaki also contributing 6 markers for Sendai. Culver in double digits, no surprise there with 10. 9 for El Darwich. Booth with 8. And Boubacar Torre with 4. Look at the rebounding story. 89ers with 2 more rebounds, 16 to 14. In terms of assists, Osaka 1 up, 11 to 10. Parks hitting that 3 there, and so the 3-point shot has been really effective for the squad here. There's another one. Kinoshita knocking that one down. They had 5 threes, making 5 out of 9. That has taken them to this 5-point advantage at the break. Look at more numbers. 3 rebounds for Takeuchi, 4 for Torre. In terms of dimes, El Darwich has 5 and 3 for Suzuki to lead his squad. We're all set for the second half. Welcome back to the Okini Arena Maishima, our venue here this Sunday. If you're just joining us, these two squads actually faced each other yesterday, as Culver once again scores. And Sendai won that one convincingly, 86-68. So far though, the home squad, Osaka, has led from start to finish. Talking about the first two periods. Aoki will lose that. Here's the run you're expecting from Sendai. Good defense that time from Jarrett. Hiroki doesn't like that call. That was right in front of him actually. Back onto the offensive end. The visitors in yellow. Culver once again, little stutter step. A lot of physical action there as well. Culver can't believe it as Luther hits the deck. Big collision there with Watanabe. Watanabe will pick up his second. First team foul for Sendai. Osaka with the basketball. Maki goes wide, gets it right back. Shot clock still at 8. Luther will put up an open 3. Yes! That's his range. One of his specialties, though Luther is a 3-level scorer. Lead back up to 6 at 47-41. They go back to the main scorer of Sendai and also the top scorer of the league. Flip, not gonna work. Maki will try to push. Foul's gonna be called on Booth. Booth there just bear hugging Volodymyr. First personal foul on Booth. Nice look there at Coach Dan Takeni. Volodymyr faking. He's not going to take it from there, that's for sure. He can drive. He'll give it up though. Gets it on the roll. Nothing Funyo could do but to just foul. That saved the easy 2 points. Second personal foul on Seiya. Third team foul on Sendai already. With just 2 minutes gone. Not even 2 minutes gone here in the third. Volodymyr misses on the first. Second on the way. Sergio in the ball game. That's him there with the inbound. Always likes the ball in his hands. Gets it right back. We'll try to attack. A lot of time in the shot clock. Deep 3, yes! Basket and one opportunity here. Jarrett Culver again showing his range. He hit one earlier in the first period from that deep. Clearly a foul there. Not given a chance to land by Ryan Luther. That's going to be the third personal foul on Ryan with that late closeout. Oh, this guy's got range and then some. looking to complete a 4-point play. Culver now with 16 points. League leading 24 per ball game. He's well within his average. Ryan goes inside. Volodymyr. Easy baby hook. Herun now with 6 points. He's got to help out this squad because Josh Smith has really just not gotten back into fine form. Booth for 3. Short there. Ryan will bring it down after that board. Nice setup. Aoki for 3. Short. He knew it. The moment he released. 2-on-1 break the other way. That's too easy. Just cupped it and went straight for the layup. 18 points now here for Culver. Trying to single-handedly bring his team back here. Ryan. That's going to be a travel. He definitely dragged this pivot foot. Talking some sweet nothings there to each other as Luther hits the bench. Parks in. Surprisingly, no Josh Smith. So they're going with the veteran Takeuchi instead of Josh. Short, nice tap. Ray Parks knew he wasn't going to get that ball. Gave it straight to Hirun. Now they got the ball in the offensive end. 2-man game. Sega. Almost tipped to the other end. Here comes Parks. We'll lose it. That's going to stay on this then, though. Shot clock down to 3.2. Drawing up quick play. Parks for 3. Almost got the roll there. Just Parks to beat. No. How about sprinting down, beating everybody? Watanabe just couldn't finish on that layup. Not a good foul there by Seiya Funyu. That is going to put them in the penalty. With still so much time remaining in the third. 5:35. Obviously didn't realize the situation. Not to mention the fact that that's now going to be his third personal foul. Osaka will try to go inside. Deep 3! Yes! He can hit that. We talked about Sakamoto being a 3-and-D player. Lead back up to 6. Looks like Parks is going to be called for a foul here. Trying to stay there with Nathan Booth. A much more competitive ball game we have here as compared to the 22-point blowout yesterday. Actually, an 18-point blowout. Check that. Suzuki back. That's a deep three again. You really need to put a hand in his face. He's got 21 points. Just 4 short of his average. And we still got an entire half of the third. Looks like Tudor's going to give him a breather though. Seiga Sakamoto up and under move. No. That's going to be a turnover. So Volodymyr almost got his team another possession. Sergio looking at the players he has on the floor as Inoue will check back in. He had an unsportsmanlike foul called on him a while ago on a hit on Ray Parks. Josh Smith is now back. They need him to contribute at least a good 4.5 minutes here in the third, as they're trying to hang on to this lead. '89ers trying to come back, draw to within 1 or tie with a 3. Parks is going to pick up another cheap one here. Actually, he was being held by Torre. Smart play coming from Torre, locking up Ray Parks. That's a nice matchup. Torre up against Josh Smith. It's important minutes for those two international imports. Short that time. So they opt to rest Nathan Booth. Turnover. Culver will get sent to the floor. That foul from Josh Smith will be team foul number 4 as well. Try to move his feet. Just ran over Culver. So both teams now in the penalty. There's confirmation. Culver a little bit shaken up there by big boy Josh. So we're gonna have free throws the entire way to end the third. $53.50 is our tally. Who can run their offense a little better here? And the third. Inoue for 3. No. Not a good foul there from Sergio. You're not going to out-rebound Josh Smith. Go down and play defense, especially now that you're in the penalty. Not a smart play there from Sergio. Sergio will hit the bench. Smith makes the first. That's what he can still do. It definitely do. Hit free throws. And grab rebounds. That's where he can help. He's got to move his feet a little bit quicker though. Cannot give the opponent easy free throws. Culver makes both. Lead is back up to 5. Some pressure in the backcourt being shown here by Osaka, and then they call it off. That's a poor pass. Easy steal here. Picked up by EVESSA. Suzuki with a floater. A little bit too strong. Nice rebound there by Culver. All day to shoot. Watanabe no. opportunity there to cut it to 2. And change the tempo a little bit here. Sakamoto. Smith inside. Ooh, comes up short once again. Those are usually gimmies. Here in a short-term contract because Matt Bonds is injured. Parks will try to create. Gets all the way to the cup. Finds Sakamoto. He gets denied. Parks for 2. That'll drop. Getting the shooter's roll there is Ray Parks. Extending the lead to 11. Actually, 11 points in the contest for him. And 7 points now. The lead. Again, a lot of slick portions here on the floor. That has stopped this game and the flow quite a bit. That looked like an assist off that block. Straight to Parks. Looks like they're going to review this one to find out if Parks beat the clock. Head coach challenge issued by Dan Takeni. Well, the shot clock was winding down with about 6 seconds. Parks made his. I think that should count. He made his attack inside. Made the pass. Sakamoto got blocked. And so Coach Dan saying, with 5 seconds to go in their shot clock, how did all of that happen within that short time frame? We'll see. You gotta look at it from another angle to get a better look at the clock. Well, they're looking at it from their laptop. The 89ers are. And they said it shouldn't count. No basket, they say. The 24 shot clock violation. They're going to take 2 points off the board. And a good challenge here for Coach Dan. Unfortunately for Parks, his point tally will stay at 9. No questions whatsoever there from Coach Fujita. 2:30 still to be played. Time is right. Officials say yes. We're good to go. Our 3 officials handling today's game. Referee Tomishima, Referee Hayasaki, and Referee Hasegawa. They've done a good job so far here. Cleanly called ball game. They've allowed a little bit more physicality. Extra pass. Inoue for 3. Another rebound by Josh. That is where he is really making a difference. He's got 3 boards. Suzuki calling out play 1. Asks Smith to come on out. Suzuki gets it to Smith. Smith's gonna lose it. Butterfingers that time. That's just too easy. Got to his spot. 23 points now for Culver. After that big slam. The lead is down to 3. Kinoshita in. Kinoshita finds Parks. Parks launches and hits a 3. Now he's got 12 points. And he's coming up big here in crunch time. Culver tries to answer back. Why not? Yes! Now it's raining 3s. And Culver now, they're saying 24 points. That should be 25, I think. get confirmation of that as we approach the 1 minute mark of the third. Parks. Fresh off that gold medal with the Philippines. Nice basket once again there. That was over Jared Culver. 40 seconds to be played. Here's Culver once again. Is he going to show us his range? Why not? Another one, yes! Ooh, that was halfway down. He has already hit 2 from that deep here this afternoon as Inoue hits the deck. Let's see what transpired there. Quickly looking at their laptop, and they're going to review this one. Let's see, coming off the review. Jared Culver used to play for the Minnesota Timberwolves. $29.8. They're asking the other referee to join the review. I guess he was closer to the action. That might have been payback here for Parks. Parks got decked by Inoue a while ago with a flagrant foul. And Parks there with a big shoulder to the chest. And it's an unsportsmanlike foul called on Parks. That was clearly payback by Parks. He'll have to sit down. And it's going to be 2 free throws and ball possession. Coach Fujita definitely not happy with that predicament. Well, some color really developing between these two players, Inoue and Parks. Parks now to the bench, Inoue. First free throw. Kisses it off the glass.
Sendaiボールでリスタートです。
60 to 57. And they got possession. Let's see if they try to look for Culver once again. That'll be a good decision. Ooh, it's passed straight to the stands. So we're going to have Osaka with the lead here for sure after 3 periods. They're going to go for the final shot. "20 seconds in the game clock and counting. Now they'll try to go. Oh, Park still in the ball game. Kinoshita had to launch. Not gonna get the shooter's roll. 3 quarters are done here at the Okini Arena, Maishima. And clinging on to a 3-point edge are the hosts, Osaka EVESSA, 60 to 57. Fourth quarter underway here. Kinoshita almost lost it. Quick hands. That should stay here. That was definitely touched last by Araya. The defense really just closing down in that shaded area. Very good hands by Hirun. Shot clock down to 6 though. Ryan for 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Luther playing extremely well here today. Had first quarter already with 6 points. Leading the charge for his team to open up that 11-point advantage. 14-3. And they've held every single rally of Booth and company at bay. Volodymyr got the block, drove it all the way down, and actually that's gonna drop. They're gonna give him the 2 points, regardless of whether it goes to him or to Luther. It's now an 8-point lead after the first minute of the fourth period. We're going the other way off that turnover here from Torre. Boubacar Torre. I'm gonna say it's traveling. Hirun has come up big on both ends here. Getting another stop right there after that block he had about 20 seconds earlier. Luther another 3. That time just short. That would have equaled their 11-point lead. Now Sergio trying to get to work. He has not been that effective. And here he comes up with a 3-point play opportunity. Just slicing through the defense. Now in double digits with 11 points. Got away 2 defenders. Sneaked that one past Maki. 11 points. He's got 7 assists and 4 boards. So far, a quiet game, so to speak, here for Sergio El Darwich from Lebanon. Misfires on the free throw. El Darwich is actually 10th in assists at 5 per ball game and 3rd in steals at 1.8 right now. He's got 7 dimes already. To the wing, Maki. Quick launch, a little bit too strong. Here comes Sergio. You try to push. Stopped in his tracks there by Aoki. Duty foul there on Aoki. Second foul on Aoki. Second team foul on Osaka. Booth comes up just short. He got to his spot. Expect Jarrett Culver to be checking in about a minute. They're gonna need his firepower. Steal by Booth. They got numbers the other way. Open 3. No. Okajima with all day to shoot misfires. Foul here. That's going to be on Seiya Funyu. That's going to be number 4 on the starting point guard. There's confirmation. Lead still at 6 here for Osaka. Josh Smith comes in.
仙台14番杉原修理
Let's see if he can give his squad a good 2 minutes here. Just give Volodymyr a little bit of a spell. Funio on the bench. They might need him for crunch time. Josh. We'll give it up. We'll repost. Foul's going to be called on Ture. He's got to just try to hold his ground. Especially with Josh Smith not at his best right now. Not at 100% yet. Force him to take the tough shot. Don't bail him out to that foul. They look to Ryan. Luther is not going to get the roll. Torre, another board. He's gobbled up those rebounds. He now has 6. Under 7 minutes to be played. Open 3. Yes! That will open things up. With the big men inside as Sugiura hits his first basket. Can't get it to Josh. We're going to say no basket. The foul was called much earlier, but you can see smart play still from Kazuma. Just didn't stop. The foul was there.
大阪4番青木選手のファウル個人ファウル3つ目チームファウル3つ目
Third foul on Aoki. Third team foul on Osaka.
ただいまのファウルのグレードの確
They're going to review this one again. That's going to be our third review here. Coach Fujita double checking, saying, was that a challenge? They've used their coach's challenge already. There was the foul. There's a little bit of a nudge there. Really depends on where our officials blew their whistle. Just a regular foul. That's expected. You can see Tatsuya Suzuki talking to his squad saying, we make one last stand here. We can pick up the victory. Osaka at 10-14. Sendai on a 4-game winning streak. Now above 500 at 13-11. Still no Culver. They got Sergio operating. Nice find on the wing. Nothing there though. Kinoshita really wasn't going to take that basket. Not against Sugiura, who's a great defender. You can see Josh Smith just really not in his element yet. Trying to make the quick move and lost the ball.
大阪15番竹内選手入ります
That's a good move. Give him some rest and send back Volodymyr. Oh, they're not sending in Volodymyr. It's Joji Takeuchi. Sergio can't make his move. They blitz him. There's a steal. And a foul on Sergio. Asking for an unsportsmanlike foul there. They're going to say just a regular foul. It looked like a regular foul. There's the blitz. Closing down the passing lanes. And there was the foul. Fourth personal foul though on Sergio. He might have to hit the bench here. Let's see what Coach Dan opts to do.
選手交代大阪35番鈴木
Coaches discussing things, and Coach Hiroki opts to send Parks in. Sergio will stay on the floor for Coach Dan. And still, no Culver. A lot of movement here from the boys in black. Takeuchi with a handoff, gets it to Suzuki. Ryan almost traveled. Parks for three. Just offline. Here's Sergio. Sergio still. Okay, Culver's back. Sergio puts up a three and ties things up. Our first deadlock of the ball game at 65. Coach Hiroki suing for time here with 5:10 remaining in this contest. Exactly 5 minutes remaining here. All squared at 65. The flip will drop there for Ryan Luther. That's going to bring us to this official timeout. 1 point lead enjoyed by Osaka EVESSA. A much tighter affair today as compared to yesterday. Sendai winning 86-68. Right now they're down by 2, heading to the final 5 minutes. Booth sets the pick. Culver back in action. Sugiura looking for another 3. That rattles out. Parks there battling for that rebound, and they get it to Suzuki. Two-man game up high. Still no Volodymyr. Opting to go with Takeuchi. Luther sidesteps his way, will overshoot. There is Joji once again at the right place at the right time. He's got 8 points. Parks hits the deck, and again he has done his job defensively. Watch it once again. Gets knocked to the ground there by Booth. Clearly an illegal pick. Volodymyr is back. They gave him more than enough rest in. He should be ready to go here. 3:56. And in penalty, our Sendai. Almost a travel. It's a turnover though. Culver will get fouled there. And that foul from Takeuchi. It looks like they're going to give him 2 free throws. Takeuchi saying the foul was on the floor. It was clearly on the floor. Culver says thank you very much though. So both teams in the penalty. For the final 3:38. Culver has been a real monster here today. And as we said, he leads the B-League in scoring at 24.6 per game. So that's 25 points per contest. Culver already with 27 points. Trying to go to Parks. They feel they have a mismatch there against a smaller defender. There's a switch. But Sergio's got 4 fouls. Takeuchi with a fake. And he lost his footing right before he was able to get it to Volodymyr. Don't think they realize, talking about Osaka, that off that switch, Sergio, he's at 4 personal fouls. Cannot afford to commit a 5th. Booth finds Sergio. Sergio gets away. That's too easy. Take advantage now of Suzuki being on the floor. He's got 16 points. Lead is down to 1. Under 3 minutes to be played. Parks. Quick move. Little stutter step. Kisses it off the glass. Parks now with 16 points. There's a steal. Suzuki using his extreme speed there. Getting that steal off Kazuma. Counter steal. 3-on-2 break the other way. Okajima for 3. And we're tied again. Culver was asking for it. Okajima says it doesn't matter. Check that. That is number 15. Shota Watanabe with his second 3. Here was that steal. Culver initiating that. Spotting up. Watanabe draining that one. Watanabe is actually shooting 42% from 3-point distance. 10th in the league. And he shows you there exactly why he's such a great marksman. Final 2 minutes and change. All square at 71. Parks whips it to the other side. Suzuki. Hayato Maki. That's gonna drop. What a basket there from the 28-year-old. He's got 8 points. Both teams are gonna claw at each other for this particular win. Booth finds Culver. Another foul. Another offensive one, and it's Parks. Parks has led the charge for his squad defensively. That's 2 he has drawn here in the 4th period. Actually, 2 in the last 2 minutes. Booth can't believe it. Two of those 3 fouls are on illegal picks. Osaka up by 2 with possession. Ray gets it back. Finds Volodymyr to the wing. Hayato for 3. In and out. Still a 1-possession ball game, and why not go to Culver? I'm surprised he gave that up. He'll get it back. Let's see where he launches from. He'll bring it closer. From 14 feet. In and out. Another big stop. And Osaka with possession. Trying to look for even more separation now. Parks asks for a pick. Here comes Volodymyr. Boy, Sergio was just waiting for that one. Parks says you gotta come to the basketball. That live turnover has turned things out again. Coming up big in the final minutes, Sergio Eldarwich. 73 apiece. .3 seconds remaining. Both teams at 73. Possession to Osaka. Culver leads all scorers with 27 markers. He's a real scoring machine. Now they're going to need defense from him and the rest of the boys in yellow, though. Parks against Funyu. Funyu's got 4. Parks picked up his dribble. They're going to have to force this one up. That's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. And now a timeout's going to be called by Coach Dan. And they're going to go for the winning basket here with 22.5 when we come back. Welcome back to the Okini Arena Maishima, our venue here this Sunday afternoon, as Osaka EVESSA hosts Sendai 89ers for the second straight day. Sendai winning yesterday 86-68. Now a chance for back-to-back victories. They've got the ball. Final possession. Both teams in the penalty. And you want the ball in Culver's hands, that's for sure. You want something going towards the basket though. But Culver is one of those players that will stop and pop. Looks like we might go into overtime now. They blitzed Culver. That's the right thing to do defensively. With a jump ball situation here, what's important is, where does the possession arrow show? Timeout will be called. They say possession arrow points to Osaka with 4.5 remaining. Okay, possession arrow, they say, belonged to Sendai. They have possession here. More than enough time with 4.5 to get a good shot off. Culver looks inside. Booth! That was a well-run play. And Sendai is going to steal this one. With a final second basket. Nathan Booth inside for the marginal basket off a pass from Jarrett Culver. Everybody expecting Culver to take that shot. But they set this one up perfectly for Booth inside. Congratulations to Dan Takeni and the Sendai 89ers. They win this one by a hair, 75-73. Stick around, interviews coming up in just a bit. A disappointing weekend for the fans here at Okini Arena Maishima. Their squad will lose 2 games this weekend, and today, after today's loss, they'll drop to 10-15. Sendai now on a 5-game winning streak, and they're looking to keep it going. They've improved to 14-11 and wanting a whole lot more. Still in the middle of the pack in the team standings, but they're making their way up. Great all-around game from Sergio El Darwich from Lebanon. Exceptional affair coming here from Jarrett Culver with 27 points. Boubacar Toure did his job defensively and gobbled up those rebounds. And Nathan Booth also did his job hitting the big threes and that big basket at the end. Coach Dan's interview coming up in a bit.
たくさんの声援ありがとうございます。選手たちのエフォートや気持ちは今日あったと思います。ただ、一つ一つの詰めのところでチームで勝ちきれなかったと思います。これはもう僕も含め、チーム全員の責任なので、しっかりこの痛みを受け止めて次に生かしていければと思います。皆さんもすごくもどかしいゲームが続いていると思うんですけど、どうかおこがましいですけど一緒に戦ってください。ありがとうございました。
はい、仙台 89ers ダン・タシュニヘッドコーチにお越しいただきました。B1 初の5連勝となりました。今のお気持ちをお聞かせください。
Right now, our team feels great. I feel great. Like that was a tremendous way to finish the game. We didn't play our best. We're obviously trying to build something special here in Sendai, and the results are starting to come. And we're excited about keeping it going next Wednesday in Koshigaya.
本当に今、自分たち本当に選手が指示したことをやりきってくれたというふうに思いますし、今まで苦しんでた分やっと結果がついてきたなというところで本当に嬉しく思ってます。今、自分たちは仙台という街の中で特別な何かというものになれるように努力していますが、そういったところを引き続きやり続けていきたいなというふうに思っています。
はい、京都、秋田、昨日のゲーム1とハイスコアで勝利を重ねてきましたけども、本日は75得点、オフェンスの評価、今日いかがですか？
Our offense wasn't great. We had a lot of turnovers, made some poor decisions. I think they did a good job putting pressure on our pick and rolls and trapping us a little bit. But I'm proud of our guys. We just found a way to make shots and make plays to win the game. And our defense came around in the fourth quarter to really help us get the win.
本当に大阪さんが素晴らしいディフェンス、トラップも織り交ぜてきながら素晴らしいプレッシャーの中で本当に苦しめられた中で、選手たちがその中で何ができるのか、いいシュートをどうやったら打てるのか、どこで決めきれるのかというところを見つけ出して打開してくれたというところが本当に素晴らしいと思いますし、何より第4クォーターのディフェンスというものがゲームを決めたというふうに思いますので、そういったことをやりきってくれた選手たちを本当に誇りに思っています。
はい、わかりました。最後になりますけれども、次節アウェーでの越谷戦に向けて意気込みをお願いします。
Sendai fans, come out and support us. We're excited to see you again on Wednesday. We're going to try and keep the win streak going. だんだん良くなる。
連勝街道というものをさらに伸ばしていきたいというふうに思いますので、平日ではありますが、ぜひ越谷の方に足を運んでいただいて、仙台のファンの方々一緒に戦っていただきたいというふうに思います。だんだん良くなっていきたいというふうに思いますので、これからも一緒によろしくお願いします。
はい、ありがとうございました。メリークリスマス。
ありがとうございます。
メリークリスマス。
Merry Christmas. Yeah, Feliz Navidad.
ありがとうございます。皆さん2人に改めて大きな拍手をお送りください。本日の大阪ベッサ VS 仙台89の試合は73対75で本当に惜しくも敗れてしまいましたが、次こそ絶対に勝利を勝ち取るために選手の皆さん、そしてご来場のベッサの皆さんと一緒にイベントゴールで締めたいと思います。
After hearing from Coach Dan, let's hear from Sergio.
エルダービッチ選手に来ていただきました。5連勝、素晴らしい活躍でした。今のお気持ちをお聞かせください。
I feel good. The most important thing, we come up with the win. The game was tough. Osaka was leading the whole game, and in the end, we found a way to win. So that's the most important.
本当に嬉しく思います。終始大阪さんにリードをされる中で、最後の最後で自分たちが勝つ術というものを見つけてやりきることができたというふうに思いますので、そういった意味でも本当に価値のある一勝で嬉しく思っています。
手元の集計ではですね、本日は18ポイント、9アシスト、素晴らしい活躍だったんですけども、特に第4クォーターの5分10秒、スリーポイント、とどめのスリーポイントというか素晴らしいシュートがありました。本日の出来栄えはいかがでしょうか。
Just staying in the moment. I think I made a lot of silly turnovers that I shouldn't make. I will learn from that, obviously. But yeah, I feel good. I feel happy. My teammates helping me. Everyone around the team is being very helpful. So I'm happy that I'm able to perform and get some wins with the team.
決めきれた部分というのは嬉しく思いますが、そこにはまずチームメイトが自分にボールを託してくれたという部分で感謝したいというふうに思いますが、ただそれ以上にやっぱりミスのところターンオーバーもやっぱり必要以上に多かったですし、そういった部分で反省が非常に多かった試合だったというふうに感じています。そういったところをしっかり学んで成長していきたいなというふうに感じています。
はい、レバノンのですね、リーグ MVP として来日して期待通りの活躍をされていると思うんですけれども、日本の印象、日本の B リーグの印象などいかがでしょうか。
I feel really good about the B.LEAGUE. Obviously, when I came here, it was a whole change for me. New culture, new team, new league, a lot of games. So it took me some time to get adapted, but I can say that now I'm getting more comfortable with the team, with the management, with the style of play of the team, how the coach wants us to play. And I'm really happy I made this change because I think I needed that at this level of my career. I did everything I could in Lebanon, in the league. With the national team, I achieved everything. So I just wanted a new opportunity, and I'm very happy for the Japanese Federation that they opened this opportunity for us, and I'm happy to be here.
本当に自分にとっては全てが変わったと言っても過言ではないというふうに思います。日々の生活、文化、チーム、リーグ、そういったところ少しずつ慣れてきて自分らしさというものを出せたというふうに思いますし、国内リーグでは自分は成し遂げたものが非常に多いですし、代表でもいろいろと成し遂げた部分で非常に大きなチャレンジというものを決意してこの日本という地を選んで、今は本当にここに来てよかったというふうに思いますし、この全ての経験というものが自分の力になっているというふうに思います。そういった意味では改めてB リーグがこうやってレバノンをアジア枠として受け入れてくれたことを感謝したいというふうに思っています。
はい、ありがとうございます。最後になりますけれども、次節はアウェー戦で越谷との戦いになります。ファンの皆様にメッセージをお願いします。
Hopefully we can go to Koshigaya and get the W. That's the most important thing. So I want to tell Sendai fans to keep on supporting us, keep staying behind the team. We feel your support, and hopefully we can keep this streak going.
自分たちは水曜日必ず越谷戦で勝ちをつかみ取りたいというふうに思っています。そのためには今日も多くのファンの方々が足を運んでいただいて、自分たちの背中を押していただいて素晴らしい力をいただきました。今度の水曜日もぜひ足を運んでいただいて自分たちの背中を押してもらいたいというふうに思います。これからも連勝街道を突き進めていくためには皆様のサポートが必要になりますので、引き続き応援をよろしくお願いします。
はい、ありがとうございました。次節も頑張ってください。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
Well, Merry Christmas to everybody. As you can see, the kids in Santa hats, all in red, because Christmas just a few days away. Early Christmas gift for the fans of the Sendai 89ers as their squad won back-to-back here this weekend at Okini Arena Maishima. Now we're going to have the highlights before we break down the numbers. And then we send you to Christmas Day in a few days. What a blistering start here for Ryan Luther and company. They got off to a 4-0 start. They led by 6 at 9-3 until Booth hit that shot. Real close affair here. But in the end, both these teams hit big shots all throughout these quarters. Aoki, nice find inside, gets it to Ryan Luther. Look at the total field goal numbers. Osaka shot, goodness gracious, look at this. 50% shooting as compared to just 40 for Sendai. But Sendai will go away with a victory here. You'd think if you're shooting much better, you'd win the ball game. If you break it down as well, from 2-point distance, Osaka shooting 56% as compared to 43% only for Sendai. And then, even from 3-point distance, shooting much better, 40 to 38%. 9 out of 22 for Osaka, But on the other side, 13 out of 34. So they put up a whole lot more threes. And they made more. In the end, 4 more, which helped them to victory here. 2 more free throw shot by Osaka. 12-2. Osaka led at the end of the first quarter. 28-18. And at the halftime break, that was cut down to just 5. But Osaka still in the driver's seat. Up 44-39. Up and under move from Sugiura gets blocked. That sets up that big 3 though. Sergio, good numbers again. El Darwich with 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists. Almost a double-double. They would change ends, and here Luther continues to sizzle. Jarrett Culver would lead all scorers with his 27 markers as he continues to lead the league in scoring. That's no surprise for the former Minnesota Timberwolves. Parks would come in, and you can see just how much they missed in the 2 weeks he was gone. They lost last week by 1 in a game they could have definitely won if they had Parks there. But again, tip your hats to Osaka EVESSA management for allowing Parks to play with the Gilas Pilipinas national team in the SEA Games, helping the Philippines win a gold medal in men's basketball. Philippines will go on to win 50 gold medals in the 2-week edition of the SEA Games. Luther falling away, hits at 3. Third quarter ended still in favor of Osaka, 60-57. But in the fourth, that is where we saw everything go the way of Sendai. They forced 3 deadlocks at 65, at 71, and at 73. We're going to see the final shot here in a bit from Nathan Booth off the assist from Jarrett Culver, which should give them the victory. Joji Takeuchi actually played much better than Josh Smith, but just coming into the passing lanes. Sendai getting the steals, taking advantage of the live turnovers, and there you can see a big 3 from Watanabe. Hayato's going to get that one to drop. That will give them a 2-point lead. And then the steal to tie things up, and a big slam there from El Darwich. And the final play, Booth sneaks in. And that was the marginal basket. Sendai will take home this victory, 75-73. There are the numbers, quite close, but just too many turnovers. 22 turnovers compared to just 12. Oh, check that, compared to 14 here for Sendai, but 22 turnovers is a real recipe for disaster. 9-24. Those are the points off turnovers. And again, no surprise that the 89ers got so many baskets, actually so many layups off all those turnovers. 32-26. Points in the paint. That was quite close. As we take a look at the scoring leaders. 27 points for Culver, 18 for El Darwich, and 10 for Booth. In a losing effort, Ryan Luther with 19 points. Ray Parks would have 16, and Hayato Maki would finish with 8. Checking the rebound leaders, Luther would have 6 boards also here for Boubacar Torre. Again, being a star, what they call a star in his role, coming up with those big boards, not to mention the fact that he held the opposing center. When we take a look at the assists, 4 assists for Suzuki and Aoki, and 9 here for El Darwich. Key player matchup. This is one-way traffic. Not quite sure why they put Josh Smith there up against El Darwich, because he has yet to find his sea legs. He has yet to really find his groove here. He played less than 10 minutes, came up with just 2 points, and came up with 3 rebounds. El Darwich, on the other hand, you can see there, 18 points, 9 assists, and even 5 boards to help out this squad pick up win number 14. That's going to do it for our coverage. We'd like to thank all of you for joining us here this Sunday afternoon. Till next week, take care. Merry Christmas. Have a good week ahead. God bless.